Getting ready between Texas and Kentucky. Let's take a look at it. So Key and Cunningham to jump it up. Harmon grabs it, and here we go from...
You see Kentucky starting out in a man-to-man. Amelia Hassett, 6'3", with the length, defending Booker.
Lee short on a three. 45% of Texas's made threes this season. Here's Harmon firing. Can't hit. Booker, what a board.
From Texas on that first possession. Great job getting to the offensive glass.
Here's Morgan into the corner. Hassett buries the... Carlton back to Lee. The sophomore Lee spinning and gets the roll. And then they back off.
And this is what they did in their regular season meeting, was have Tiani Key bring the ball up and initiate the offense.
Boone. Here comes Harmon. Carlton will fire and hit. Shear. Strack left alone, can't hit. Key on the offensive glass, misses the numbers the other way. Harmon, what a feed, and Carlton lays it in.
Carlton saw that Tiani Key had fallen down on one end, so put on the jets for the rim run.
Morgan couldn't fit. Harmon, Lee, another two in transition. Strack will try, no. Booker couldn't grab it, Harmon does. Look at this. Again, Lee running out and laying it in. Queso defense. Booker behind the back, fading at it. Influenced by Hassett, now she gets Strack. Attacking. Dishes out. Obi in off the bench for Kentucky. Lob it in. 13. Harmon. Dishing. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham found the angle. No run in the third to separate from Louisville. Harmon knocks it away. Another turnover. Lee leaking out again. Texas run. Obi kicks it out. Key mid-range, feathery. Second in the nation in assists. Morgan the pull-up. Won't go. Rebound. Over to Harmon, mid-range. Money for Rory Harmon.
Spot, assessing the situation and knowing who to deliver the basketball to.
Wide open underneath. Layup is good. Booker wide open. And a foul. And Hassett for Kentucky. Strack, a good look there. Won't go. Booker, excellent.
Y'all.
Yeah, this time.
You started it.
In the retelling. This is based on a true story. There's Key, the original starting five. Lee, does she get the roll? No. Old anchor. Whoa, look out. Almost took Strack's head with the ball. And
they played a heavy dose of this in the first matchup as well.
Harmon, mid-range, sure. 9, the Longhorns lead it. The trip to the Elite Eight on the line. Key held up, turning, and getting the roll.
On the deck herself, had nice patience in finishing.
Lee lobs it in, and Oldacre finishes. Preston's had some really big moments latter stages of the season for Texas. Carlton can't finish. Oldacre again.
Saw that on that move. She didn't convert, but that's exactly what she did offensively.
Dick said, y'all, she's the toughest, most... Booker. 3 seconds left. What a swivel. And Matt. Holly?
Well, you can see she's wearing that big elbow brace. You guys mentioned it briefly, but she missed really hard. She had to do a lot of different things to try to stay in shape where you don't need to use your upper body, whether that's a...
Nice.
And certainly a player who you feel like she has still a lot of room to grow.
Yes. That's something Kenny Brooks has talked to us about as well. Wow. What a... Preston will back it out. Booker, mid-range. Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Morgan can't finish.
Power Harmon.
Aaliyah Crum going to check in as well, the talented freshman. Booker, not that time. Whacked
A bit in the first 2 rounds, but they know ultimately at some point they're going to need that added threat from the perimeter.
Harmon connects. Now 12 for 26 on the season. Strack lays it in.
This Texas team.
And you know, you look at Roy Harmon being able to shoot that 3. She work on her shot, not trying to rehab or come back from an injury. So that 3-point shot is coming along. She thinks it can get even better to help her chances in the pros.
Pass it off the mark. Harmon Morgan gets it into Strack. Her jumper rolls off and throws it away. Here's Harmon off the steal. Harmon, she got it. Steals for Rory Harmon.
Might we see another triple-double in this building?
The watch is on. Morgan back on. Carlton the lob in. Cunningham the lay. Boone fires and hits from 3.
Change the dynamics for Kentucky offensively when she does.
She has the 2nd most threes in a season in school history. I don't know if Jordan Lee couldn't finish then. Here's Harmon. Carlton off one leg, drops it in, but a try and dishes. Crump backs away. Crump finds an angle and slides in for 2.
But she certainly has it this season and certainly has it today.
And Texas has been able to keep Madison Booker on the bench for a while as Lee. TikTok dances today, or during this run in the studio during this tournament. As Key can't finish it. Cunning for Texas. Crump the bounce. Lee the weight. And the lay. Texas here in Fort Worth. Morgan can't fling it in. Foul.
Break it down and be eloquent with it. When we talked to Vic Schaefer about it, he's like, you know, she is brilliant from a basketball perspective, but she's also a standing student. And he said, I'm a little frustrated. I want her to be a thoracic surgeon. She wants to be a dermatologist. But we did find out later.
I mean, Booker has been able to sit for most of the 2nd quarter because of this. Strack banks it in, gives it up. Harmon, pitter-patter dribble, the fade, no. And the tip from Oldacre, wow. Rebound, pushing pace, backs it out. Harmon fading away, wow. I mean, she is. Dishes out, Key. Harmon knocks it away. Here's Strack, a clean look, and buries the 3. Lee curling, catching, dishing. Carlton, short. Strack ducks under, leaves it at keep you from attacking. Harmon mid-range, not that time. Keep Morgan. Handed it off. Obi dishes. Key rims off on a throw there by Morgan. Decides to go left. Still 10 to shoot. Booker a 3. Back iron and off.
Or the other way to cut into this lead at all.
Obi fading. Can't hit. Both free throws there. Cunningham the offensive rebound. Booker skates inside. Couldn't finish it. Booker will take. Can't hit.
So this is what happens when you have a Texas team that denies passes. There ends up being a lot of dribbling because it's so difficult to complete any passes.
Then you have a shot. Vic Schaefer loudly barking out a play. Harmon gets denied by Carroll.
The 3rd, but also let the rest of the team see that they can have success even when Booker's not on the floor.
Booker, with some words of encouragement. Morgan, what a drive and finish. Record, breaking the record from Georgia Amore a year ago. Does have 8 turnovers today. Booker, that's the stroke.
Had switched on to her, but she was able to create the space she needed with the step back.
Strack getting free and laying it in.
Rule book on wedgies, I can tell you that. There is nothing to that effect.
We're all grateful for that. Carlton can't finish.
Interview and find out the actual dimensions.
That foul, the 4th on Obi, as Cunningham banks it in. Here's Boone. Morgan drives around Booker and lays it in. Georgia shoes, bring your own shoes. And she has helped lead this Kentucky team to the Sweet 16. What a dish. Lob it in, Obi. Little push shot won't go. Booker the rebound. 30 to go in the third here in this Sweet 16 matchup. Booker, Shore.
Now this one is on the higher end of that, but they do like a tall mascot.
Wow. And Holly, that is
Tall enough to try out.
They might be able to eyeball it too.
Maybe. I like the other idea better.
Me too. Preston smooth. Morgan lobs it in. Key got bumped. Can't finish. Kentucky this year 22-2 when they score at least 70. 3-8 below that number. This is Texas defense. 3rd in the nation in defensive rate.
Kentucky back in the 2-3 zone defense.
Oldacre deep catch. Been slinging it off the wing. Morgan giving it up. Strack, great entry feed. Key kicks it out. Acid can't hit the 3. But right to Preston. Preston behind the back. No look to Booker. What a highlight. Send that man some Manuka honey.
That's right.
Boone. The leaner is good. Plus the foul. Nice. Boone completes the 3 and helped lead the Wolverines to just the 2nd Elite 8 in program history. Preston board. Boone, no. Lead. Want to remind you, a couple more Sweet 16 games today will be on ESPN and the app is and next. Those two played a riveting overtime game that Oklahoma won in the regular season. Booker off on a 3. And then against the zone.
She needed to get it to Madison Booker on the right baseline.
Boone waits, takes, and hits from to behold. See what the freshman talent has in store tonight.
Felt like that overtime was her coming out party.
Yes. Boone banks. Boone attacks the closeout. Key, mid-range, rims off.
Daisical, and therefore Kentucky's been able to get their hands on them.
Oldacre can't plop it in. The Elite 8 Monday. That game will be 7 Eastern on ESPN. Oldacre able to bank it in. Carlton gets it ahead. Booker waits and finishes. Lee, a 3. You bet! Mr. Footing and the ball. Booker comes up with it. Booker tosses ahead. Lee will lay it in. How good is Georgia? 16 for the first time since 2016, and they have the number 4 recruiting class coming in.
Programs and have success.
The team with the number 1. Parents.
Louisville, but she doesn't often get into games, and you heard the crowd absolutely go wild. Sarah Graves has been...
Teammates respond to her. Passage 3 is off. Into the arms of Oldacre, and for a 3rd straight season,